So hear ye, I'm back with another stupid video. That was definitely not a way to start off a video. I should never do that again. I should be arrested for that, honestly. That was terrible. So, I got another story time for today because, I was getting bored. It's currently 12:43 in the morning. And tomorrow is my back to school, which I'm pretty hyped. Hopefully I have a bunch of weird kids so I can continue making story times. I got a few interesting story times from last year. So, I'm going to share those sooner or later. I'm just thinking of which ones to tell, which ones not to, because some of them are pretty personal. But other than that, I have a pretty interesting story time for today. That was from last year. One of the many crazy story times I have from last year. I'm just super hyped to make these because I'm having fun making these, and I'm just hoping one day, a video will blow up or some sort, Because I look up to people like Scrubby, Benji, and Cyrus, and they're really funny. I just hope to be like them one day. Not saying I want to be black and look like I'm Asian. Dang, people are going to take that the wrong way. My bad. It's whatever. So, today's story time, as you read by the title, is about a kid that was, insanely cringy and almost killed me of cringe. I had such a big pause there. You know what? I'm not editing anything out. First take. Not the first take. The first start of the video took me 7 tries. But, that's alright. Just hoping I don't stutter anymore throughout this video. So, yeah. Pretty long intro. Like, subscribe, comment bagels. I don't know why to comment bagels. Just comment bagels. I really just spent 2 minutes for an intro. I'm retarded. So, there was this kid named, should I name him Tommy? No, Tommy's not the right name. I'm such a stupid Timothy. Timothy was his name, not Tommy. So, Timothy was his name. I had 2 periods with this kid in my, I'm pretty sure, 2nd period and my 4th period. So, at the start of the year, he was pretty calm. He was like a little short, fat kid that had green hair. No one really messed with him. He didn't mess with anyone. He wore Walmart shoes, flexed that they were $300. There were some LeBrons. I can't remember what they were, but they were these red LeBrons. I swear the kid wore size 3s. So, the kid just tried to be cool, that's that. He was the type of kid that, if he acted like a soccer mom. He acted like a Karen, and you know what, Scrubby, thanks for the joke, man. Really funny. But he acted like a Karen. And I'm just going to ride this joke even more because, I'm not the one who created it. And it's so fun writing other people's jokes, He was the type to ask to speak to your manager. He was the kid that in class, the teacher would say something, and if he slightly disagreed with it, he would just throw a fit of yelling just because he disagreed with it. It was the most annoying thing ever. I'm pretty sure all of y'all have kids like that. So, he had anger issues, and he really didn't show his anger issues besides yelling at the teacher. It was really funny because, sometimes he cried. His getting mad was just funny. So, he was actually, throughout the middle of the year, maybe about the first thing of the year, the first semester, he got bullied because there was rumors that he was gay and that he kissed a guy. And, he was super mad. He was getting super heated. When this kid got mad, he got red cheeks. He started shaking. He started, drooling. I'm not even joking. The kid started drooling. And it was just, he was so mad. He, clenched up his ball in a fist, mumbled under his breath that he wanted to, shoot up the school or something. I'm not sure what he mumbled, but I'm pretty sure it's something along those lines. Dang, I forgot where I was. That's alright. I'll just think. Give me 2 seconds. I look back on the audio I already recorded because I'm a very forgetful person. People that know me in real life definitely know this, and some of the people that used to go to my old school in 6th grade are watching, and my cousin's watching, so that's cool. So yeah, the kid mumbled a lot. He looked very angry, eyed people down with the most menacing Luigi death stare, looked like he was actually about to kill you. I'm not even lying. No scam. He looked like he was about to shove a knife through your lower intestine. So, the kid got in trouble in both of the classes I was in with him. And one of the teachers that I had that he was in the class with, which is I had her for third period, third or second. I think it was third, possibly second. Don't really remember. So I had him with that, and he wasn't not popular in that class whatsoever. Everyone hated him. The teacher didn't like him. Like I said, he's one of those kids that disagree, and he yells at you, pretty much. He had this huge thing for Nintendo. He's like, Xbox sucks, PC sucks, Nintendo's the best. And this kid was just overall the most annoying person I've ever met. And later on, for what I'm about to say later on, you can call me a bully all you want. I don't care. This kid got on my nerves so much. Alright. So, this kid eventually got kicked out of the class I was in with him because he yelled. He acted like he was a know-it-all, pretty much. He was a Karen. A male Karen that acted like a know-it-all. So, of course, no one liked him, you know. So, he was dating a guy, well, a rumor that he was dating a guy that was also a know-it-all, that was also a smart Alec, no cursing. I read YouTube's guidelines on, you know, monetization. Can't be monetized yet, but, you know, I'm still not gonna curse. So, so the kid, apparently was dating a kid that almost was exactly like him, but he was a little bit normal. The kid also had a weird Nintendo addiction. I'm not even joking. These kids wanted to bang the Nintendo. Like, actually wanted to smash hardcore on the Nintendo. I really wish I was joking. So, the kid got kicked out of that class. It's whatever. I didn't think much about it. I didn't really notice it. And I was like, oh, Karen got kicked out. So, when Timothy got kicked out, I'm just throwing names all over the place. Timothy, not Karen, Timothy. So when Timothy got kicked out, I still had another period with him. So fourth, I was like, whatever. It's really funny in fourth because that's math class. He doesn't do anything in math class. So I wasn't really too worried. I was going to be like, this is going to be a funny class. I was in accelerated math. I really don't know how this kid made it into accelerated math, honestly. Fourth was the lunch period. So he got, at lunch, no one sat with him, you know. He was just kind of lonely. He hated everyone, bro. He hated everyone. He acted mean towards everyone. And it was just so stupid. I literally, whenever the teacher moved tables, because we moved tables like 15 times that year just because of that kid, and almost every time I got a seat with him. And if I didn't get a seat at his table or near him, you know, it was chill. But then the next time we got a seating arrangement, I sat back with him. So really no one in that class liked him either. Surprise, surprise. It was a Karen. So the kid threw temper tantrums like normal. One time, there was this kid named Joel. I'm just gonna use his real name. There was this kid named Joel, and he was one of my friends. I got another story about Joel for another time. So Joel, like, the kid said Joel kicked him. And Joel obviously didn't kick him. Joel didn't kick him because I was sitting at the table with Joel and with Timothy, and Joel did not kick him. This kid tried to get Joel in trouble for doing something he didn't do. The kid is so annoying. He was just looking for drama waiting to happen, and it was so annoying. He did this to like everyone that he didn't like, which is pretty much everyone. So the teacher was like, Joel, stop kicking him. Joel was like, all right, just accepting, just, you know, have the kid leave him alone. And he said, again, that Joel was kicking him. And Joel said, I am not kicking this kid. And Joel was like, whispering in my ear, he said, it would be funny if I kicked this kid to mess with him since he's saying that I kicked him. I'm like, yeah, that would be pretty funny. This is the part where you guys would almost say I was a bully. I got a part 2 to this story also. But yeah. So, the kid actually got kicked by Joel this time, and he got kicked hard. Because Joel was just not putting up with his shit. But Joel actually kicked him, and he didn't get in trouble for it because the teacher wasn't looking, so we both said, and the other person that was sit at the table, you know, we'll just name her Destiny. I don't know if I've used that before or not in my other story time, but we'll just name her Destiny. So Destiny was also saying that Joel didn't kick him. So, pretty much 3 people against 1. The kid got super upset. Started saying, but he kicked me! And the teacher just was not putting up with it. He said, if you whine, you're getting kicked out or sent to another class. So stop. And he said, but he kicked me. And this kid was super heated. And the teacher said, I do not want to deal with you today. Stop. And he was so mad. He was like, I honestly thought this kid was going to huff and puff and blow my whole house down. I'm not even joking. So the kid was getting super heated. He put his face in his lap and he just started mumbling. And he was like, the kid was honestly on the verge of breaking down in tears. He was stomping his feet, but he acted like a kid that didn't get you what he wanted for Christmas. I'm not even joking. So the kid was being all annoying, and the teacher was like, do you really want to get sent to another class? And the kid just put his head up, and he was crying. Like, at the I thought he was on the verge. No, the kid was crying. And he said, no, it's just that he was kicking me. So at this point, the teacher was like, Joel, if I catch you kicking him, you're getting kicked out. And Joel was like, alright, I didn't kick him, but that's cool. The teacher was like, alright, even if you didn't, just stop. She said, Timothy, go to the bathroom and wash up and come back. So, of course, he left, went to the bathroom. About 10 minutes later, he came back. The teacher was like, are you gonna be alright now? He was like, yeah, I just want to move. So he moved. And he complained about another person kicking him. We'll just call him JR for this video. It was a black kid. So, it was a short black guy. And he claimed that JR was kicking him. The teacher was like, alright, leave. The kid just stood up, pushed his chair over, and just started bawling. He was stomping his feet. He went to the corner. And the teacher was like, hey,
Timothy,
Chase,
I said
get
Timothy.
out. Let's talk in the hallway. And he was just crying in the corner at this point. He was just sitting in the corner crying, hands to his face. At this point, everyone was trying not to laugh. Someone laughed. The teacher didn't care. So she tried to grab Chase's arm and said, hey, let's go in the hallway. He said, no, and pushed her hand away and just started yelling. And the teacher was like, I'm just gonna call the office. So I didn't know really what to say there because I was wanting to say call security. I'm stuttering so much. I wanted to say call security, but it was a school. There was this little thing on the wall where she pressed a button and it was like, office, hey, may I help you? So she called that. And she said, hey, we're gonna need the assistant principal down there. Timothy's acting up. Those weren't her exact words. I don't really remember what her exact words were. But let's just say the assistant principal went down there. She had to deal with Timothy. And they went out in the hallway. The assistant principal went out in the hallway with the teacher. They closed the door. Of course, the door wasn't locked. So, they went out in the hallway. And I'm not going to say anything else. But if you want a part 2, just like it, I guess. I'm probably gonna make a part 2 anyway, knowing that my 7 subscribers really don't care. You know, I just enjoy making content. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment bagels, like I said in the beginning. Comment bagels. And I'm definitely not stuttering more next time. Because I have a big boy brain, and I gotta think big boy things. But yeah, I got another one. I actually got quite a few more because this kid just wouldn't stop the whole entire year. I only made it through about half of the year through this video, a little bit less. So yeah, just comment bagels. Have fun times. Probably going to make another video. It's probably going to be tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, see you later, I guess.